What's up YouTube? I'm Killjoy Fish and welcome back to part 2 of building this house. So like I said last video, I will be adding finishing touches to that room. That is pretty much the whole video, but I did also wanted to focus on that weird looking room with the weird little one tile in that house. But all I knew for that room was I wanted a loft bed. So I literally pulled out every loft bed in The Sims and I kind of whittled it down to the Dream Home Decorator pack. Only because they have a more cohesive vibe, and I kind of picked the same swatch for all of them and then picked my favorite one out of all of them. And I think it did turn out really well. With the one that I did pick, I picked the first one there, yeah, you can see. And I think it fit really well. I will struggle with that one tile for a long time. You guys will see me struggle. But first, I added some curtains to the bay window. And I added the movie hangout stuff pack. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Those curtains, I love those curtains. Sometimes they just fit in the right environment almost every time. And I used the white swatch. I really wanted to use the cream swatch in the moment, but I knew that the white swatch would fit a bit better. But yeah, I'm gonna come back to this room a bunch and just add like finishing touches or just mess around with random stuff. You might want to ignore that. But yeah, I was struggling a lot, so I added a desk underneath the bed. I kind of like the kids' room one because, I don't know, it like fit against that loft bed in particular really well. And then I just added a laptop, and then I wanted to add some books beside this kid's desk, and then the bulletin board, and I'm gonna add like some CC items. I don't know the name of those CC items offhand, but I will try to search them up and find them and link them down below in the description for you and give credit to the amazing person who made it. But yeah, I added this weird lamp. Don't know if it's going to be functional. Gonna have to playtest almost this whole entire house. Fingers crossed that it all works. If it doesn't, I will probably put a little wall lamp on underneath. You'll see whatever I edit it to for it to work. But yeah, so I'm just gonna, this room is just basically, to summarize it, it's me trying to figure out what this room's gonna be. I eventually locked it down to a kid's room, and I kind of imagined the room that we worked on last video is a teen's room. And it took me a while to figure out clutter items and just items that I feel like would look good in this room. So yeah, I ended up adding a dollhouse, and then I ended up adding a toy box, and my initial idea was to turn it into a closet because my mom kind of suggested that, which I thought was really cool. So I wanted to add a couple shelves, and then the high school years shelf with the little modular hook that you can hook clothes to, because I felt like that would have fit. But then it didn't in the wall the way I wanted it to. You'll see me look for it and grab it and be like, nope, never mind. So then I just ended up cluttering 3 different shelves with like kids' toys and like kid things, like a plate that the kid painted, you'll see. And also some things that I either don't buy because they're annoying or because I totally forget. So like the clay and the bubbles. The bubbles aren't annoying, I just forget too often. Use them, but yeah, the clay is something that appears so much and it's kind of annoying, but I added it anyway. So then I used the infamous shelf that a lot of builders use to snap items to the right height. So I added, like I said, a plate that the kid probably would have painted. Maybe it means a lot to the kid. And then I added this truck, and then my mom again helped me with the suggestion of adding a robot head, sorry, to the shelves, and I think it looked really cute. You'll see me rearrange the top shelf and the bottom shelf. That middle shelf stays the same, but I really love that middle shelf. I think that adds a lot of personality to this kid, and it looks really, really awesome. So yeah, I wanted to add a basketball. I think that looked really nice. I don't know, I just added a bunch of random stuff that I felt like fit. Okay, so let me explain that weird moment. You saw that big balloon, right? If you didn't, you didn't. But my idea was to add that balloon into the room somehow. I just felt like it would be cool to have a quirky balloon with like a planter box underneath it. It didn't end up working, but I mean, when you see how it looks outside, I'm telling you, I'm probably going to try to integrate that into some build outside. Like, look at that. That actually looks kind of cute, and I actually really kind of like it. So I'm definitely adding that outside to some degree for like, I don't know, in someone's backyard, but definitely I don't know if I'll fit it in this house or not, probably not, but I mean it looks so cute. Yeah, so it did take me a while to figure out what to put on the shelf and like how it was gonna work. Like this shelf took me a long time. When I tell you it was a struggle, it was a definite struggle. But I added the right things and I think that it all came together in the end. Another thing that I think I struggled with in this house was a couple rooms, like the master bedroom and this room in particular, was the wallpaper. I wanted a very earthy tone for this kid room in particular because I wanted that brown and that green and then hints of red. Like, I really wanted it to be mostly earthy. So I ended up finding a wallpaper that did work, and then I added a bunch of accent pieces, accent wall moments that I think fit really well. Yeah, that wood from Eco Lifestyle, I really love using that as accent walls, and it fits so well. So then I tried to find a dresser that fits, and oh my gosh, when I tell you, I could not find something that fit this poor room because it was so cramped. But then I found the Dream Home Decorator one, and I didn't want it to be modern at first, but then the Dream Home Decorator one was tiny anyway, and I was like, okay, well, it's to the wall, and it gives the kid a lot of space, so I'm gonna go with it. Once again, the Dream Home Decorator pack saved my butt. And then I wanted to have that item, yeah, right there, with the little kid drawings pinned to the wood piece, which I think looks really cute for this room. And then I clutter up the dresser just a little bit, and you'll see me come back to this dresser a bunch. Like, cluttering for this room took me a while. It took me a while to figure it out. But again, Dream Home Decorator saved me because I love that little llama guy, and he's so cute, and I wanted to incorporate him in that house somehow, and then I did, so I'm glad. I also ended up adding a violin because I thought, whatever, maybe this kid wants to try violin. And then I used that really big awkward rug that I think is from Get Famous, and I shrinked it down. I think it fit really well, and I think everything happened. I put the super subtle saucers in a few moments of the house, just in a few spots where I noticed it was really dark. You'll notice me do that throughout the whole video, yeah, I add some more clutter. I'm gonna add like the pencils and then like that arts and crafts box with like all the arts and crafts behind the computer, and I think it's really cute. Also, I wanted that lunchbox in the kitchen so bad, and I think it looked super cute. So what happened was I found the base game Little Monster drawing, and then I turned that back wall right there into a chalk wall, and I think it turned out really nice. I really love that chalk wall idea. I like actually all for it. I think it's really cute. That kid maybe has friends come over and maybe they draw some chalk on the wall, but like it's an actual wall that they can just draw on and that the parents won't be mad at because that's what they're allowed to do, and I think that would be really cute. So yeah, I added like laundry baskets and like finishing pieces to this room, and then I actually finished it and moved on to the master bedroom. Obviously I had to add a few toys because this is a kid's room. There has to be a few toys that are not in the toy box. But then yeah, I feel like it all came together. The master bedroom was definitely a struggle in general. Just the basis of it, like the bed and everything that I had ideas for, it fit the way I wanted to. I loved that. But when it came to adding clutter and personality, that was definitely difficult. As you saw, I went back, added more finishing touches to that room we did last video. But yeah, I really wanted this to be like a really calm space. Like maybe whoever lives in this room likes to read books and drink coffee before bed. And they're a little bit of a fitness person, so they like yoga and they have a yoga mat. But yeah, I was really trying to just mess around with whatever, and it did take me a while. Same thing with the wallpaper for this house. I did not know what to do. And then again, Dream Home Decorator saving my butt with that beautiful painting right there. And then I added a really nice rug underneath the bed. And yeah, I just think it really fit. The wallpapers took me a long while. I think I settled on another Dream Home Decorator one. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it is Dream Home Decorator though. So yeah, if there's one pack I'd recommend for building, Dream Home Decorator. Not just for building, because it also adds a really cool like job mechanic, and I think that's really awesome. You can like actually build for money. Like you can build other Sims houses, like rooms for them, and I think that's really dope. But yeah, it was a struggle. This room, like the basic parts of the room I loved. It was easy, fun, really easy to put down. But then like all the other things were a struggle. I wanted a blind on that little window, I found nothing that I liked, so I left it blank. Like it was a really big struggle. And then I added a couple little finishing touches, like a bath mat, and things like that. I added like light switches and then the Jungle Adventure tiles to some of the bathroom walls, and then I added some wood accents to the shared bathroom, which is the bigger bathroom of the two upstairs. And then yeah, I add candles in the master bedroom. Like it was frantic, but I think in the end of the day it all came together the way I really wanted it to. And I did finish most of the upstairs. I did not finish the hallway though. I do want to add a few things to the hallway. And I do have that weird little one tile thing. If you're wondering what that bed was, that's one of my mom's favorite beds. She was looking through the thing and she's like, I actually kind of like that bed. And I was like, oh. So yeah, we just kind of like took a moment to acknowledge that. Yeah, so if you want to check me out live, definitely come by, stop by. It's really awesome. But yeah, I do a bunch of finishing touches and like wallpaper things and lighting things just to make the house look a bit better. But like yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I did was like finishing touches and then finish that room and finish the master bedroom, which I'm happy how the master bedroom turned out. I'm happy how that kid bedroom turned out. And I'm happy how the wallpaper for certain rooms turned out. And the lighting for all of those. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I'll link my Twitch down below again. If you want to go check me out, that'd be awesome. If you want to drop a like, that'd be gratefully appreciated. If you do like my content or you enjoyed this a bit and you want more like this, I recommend subscribing. It's free, but you don't have to. It's all your choice. But that's all from me. Hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, whatever time of the day it is for you. But that's all from me. Peace from the Jillfish. Bye, guys.